Today I am making Texas Roadhouse Roadkill. Okay, have you ever ordered the roadkill at Texas Roadhouse? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. It's really good. Essentially, what it is a hamburger steak topped with smothered mushrooms, onions, and pepper jack cheese. And I love making copycat recipes at home because it's a great way to save money. My name's Christina. I am with eatingonadime.com. I have linked the full recipe in the description below. You are going to be surprised how easy it is to make this copycat recipe in your own kitchen and still get to enjoy all the flavors of a delicious Texas Roadhouse recipe. So these have been cooking for about 4 minutes. You can kind of see where it's getting a little brown on the edges, and that's when you know it's time to add the sliced mushrooms. We're going to add 8 ounces of pre-sliced mushrooms. Get all of those in there. We're going to season those with some salt and pepper, a half a teaspoon of pepper, and then a teaspoon of salt. Just go ahead and sprinkle it over all, and then I'm going to toss it together so that they're thoroughly combined. You want to saute this until the mushrooms are soft, about 3 to 4 minutes. Again, tossing them every minute or so that they don't get too browned on one side. Just leave it uncovered. You can watch it closely, and if your pan gets a little too dry, just add a little bit more butter as needed to keep those mushrooms and onions nice and soft. It smells amazing already. So it's been cooking for about 3 to 4 minutes, and you just want it until they're nice and browned and just starting to get soft. You don't want it super soft or they'll start to disintegrate on your patties, but you want it nice and soft. This is perfect. Perfect. Go ahead and remove the skillet from the heat and dump this mixture onto a separate plate, and then return the skillet, and we're going to use the same skillet to brown the patties. Remove the hamburger patties from the refrigerator and place them directly on your hot skillet. Depending on the size of your skillet, you might have to work in batches. I think I'm going to be able to get all 4 to the skillet, and we're just wanting to brown it on both sides. So cook it for about 2 to 3 minutes until it's browned, and then we're going to flip it and cook the other side for the same 2 to 3 minutes. You're wanting to maintain that heat over medium-high to get that nice browning on the patties. So once they start to brown, you want to go ahead and flip them. You can always take a little sneak peek and look at one, and once it gets that good, beautiful charring at that side, go ahead and flip it. That right there is perfect, and we're going to cook the other side for the same amount of time, 2 to 3 minutes. Again, maintaining a medium-high heat so that you get that nice charring. Resist to urge to squash them down. Like I'm having to fight that urge right now because it's going to release all those juices in the patty, which adds to the flavor. So we're not making smash burgers, so don't squash them down. Just flip them and let them brown on the other side. It's been cooking for about 3 to 4 minutes on the opposite side. So just do the same thing and do a little peek check. It looks good. And once they're browned on both sides, go ahead and move it to a baking dish. I am using a 9x13 baking dish. You can use any oven-safe baking dish. And remember, the goal in the skillet is to brown the patties, not cook them all the way through. So we don't need to check the internal temperature or anything at this point. We're just wanting to get that nice, delicious char on them. So we have the patties browned and in the pan, and then we're going to top it with the sauteed onions and mushrooms. It fell, but I got it. Don't worry. So you just want to evenly, as much as possible, top each patty with this mixture. Oh, this smells amazing. It's nice that the baking pan helps out. Perfect. So they're smothered, if you will. Go ahead and bake this for about 8 to 10 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're just wanting to get those patties cooked all the way through. So let's get this in the oven. So you just want this in the middle rack and you don't need to cover it. There you go. So I love using an instant read meat thermometer. We will link this in the description to make sure that the beef is cooked to a safe temperature. So for ground beef patties, you want it to be at 180 or above. So that's perfect. So when checking it, you can just use your meat thermometer and make sure they're reading above 180. While the patties are cooking, we are gonna go ahead and prepare the cheese. So for the topping, we want 6 ounces of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. So good. We recommend shredding your own. We find that the pre-shredded, it's coated in something, I'm not even sure what, that prevents it from shredding just so it doesn't melt in the package. And we want that nice, gooey, perfect melt. So pre-shredding your own is gonna get you that. So we're just gonna shred this cheese and then I'll just keep it in the refrigerator until we're ready to top it on the patties. Ready to go. Once the patties are cooked through and to your liking, we're going to top with this shredded cheese on top of each patty. You just want to make a nice little pile on each patty and it's going to cook down over the mushrooms and the onions and the beef. These are smothered, so don't go easy on the cheese. Don't be afraid to just pile it up, because there's going to be amazing. Once your cheese is added to each patty, it's going to go back into the oven just for a few minutes to melt that cheese, and then it's ready. Perfect. That cheese is melted all down the patties and they're ready to enjoy. It's done and it looks amazing. Now before serving, I do recommend that you let them set for maybe 5 or 10 minutes just so the juices will stay in. If you cut into them right away, you kind of risk the juices all running out and they're not being as delicious. So let them set for a while and then they're ready to enjoy. I cannot wait to try this. You can serve this with any of your favorite sides. It's great with a baked potato and a salad, or you could serve it over mashed potatoes, or you could serve it with rice, or even just with some nice egg noodles, buttered egg noodles. That would be amazing with it as well. It's very versatile and it's very filling. So a little bit goes a long way on these. It's very thick and very filling. So you don't have to worry about a lot of heavy sides. I would go with the lighter veggies and the salad and it would be awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do not forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of our amazing family-friendly copycat recipes just like this Texas Roadhouse Roadkill recipe. And also do not forget, the full recipe is linked in the description below so you can see all of our tips and tricks, and we've linked great side items for this in there for you as well. I cannot wait to try this. This looks amazing. I need to get a little mushroom and a little onion and a little beef. All right, friends, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me in my sister's kitchen, and I will see you next time. Bye, friends.